Guys, we should be back now. I don't know. Hopefully, um, I don't know what happened there. I lost all internet in the process of things. Um, Hopefully, I can get everybody back in. I I literally just talked to my internet company yesterday to avoid this issue. Um, I don't know if it's the weather that's causing all these issues all of a sudden, because we have not had an issue like this in all the weeks that we have been live. Um, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'm getting issues that I have not been getting before. I hope everybody's able to get right back in right away. I apologize 100%. I don't know if they're updating towers in the area like they're supposed to be. Uh, what's going on? Like I said, I called my internet company yesterday and said, "Hey, you know, I can't have these." Yeah, Gerald, I apologize. The other stream crashed. I don't know why my internet company is having so much of an issue. All of a sudden, things have been great. We've done streams every week for the last several months and not had an issue whatsoever. And this makes 2 weeks in a row where things just absolutely, I don't get it. 7.1.6, and that's where I'm going to stop for today. I get it, man. That one is definitely one that's worth taking a break right before you go into. It's not a bad one. It's definitely not the worst one. But if taking a break, everyone. We did make it through the last fight. We do have only a couple fights left to go here. Do not tell me we're having issues again. 5 quests in one night. Not bad. Oh no. What is going on? Okay. That should... Okay, we're just cutting out now. We're not actually crashing. Let's see what's going on, guys. If this continues, I apologize. Tonight may be a little shorter than I planned. I was really hoping to go for a good 3 or 4 hours tonight. But it's obviously going to be dependent on if we start having issues. Okay, that's better, I think, hopefully. I apologize, and thank you guys for bearing with me 100%. Flames, thanks for stopping in for the part 2 of the stream. Again, guys, I know that there's a lot of issues in the world right now. I'm in the northern... Well... I'm in the central part of the United States, but towards the northern end of the central part, and we've been having some massive air quality issues because of all the fires up in Canada, and I know the heat wave that's hitting the United States and the rest of the world right now. I'm not 100% sure if the environmental stuff is starting to cause problems. But we really have never had problems like this. Vidlik, nice to see you, man. I appreciate you stopping in to say hi. I'm glad you were able to catch part 2 of tonight's stream. I I'm hoping that it's. Thank you for hitting the like button. Appreciate it. Anybody who is able to do so, please do smash that like button. Again, I apologize for the issues. I have a couple things in the works again. I've got so much that we're trying to do to upgrade things. Not that I should have to. My setup's been great for months now. I don't know. Like I said, the internet company says that there shouldn't be an issue, that we're running great. No problem, Gerald. Yeah, keep lurking. I appreciate the support. Go ahead and take care of whatever you need to. We will be here for as long as we can get the internet to cooperate tonight. I really do want to go for several hours tonight. My plan was to go for at least 3, maybe even 4 hours tonight. But obviously that's going to be dependent on whether or not things cooperate. I spent a lot of years selling technology, so I do realize that we are at the disposal of our own technology, and it does so much great things for us in this world, but at the same time, if it decides it wants to fight with us, there's nothing we can do. I am doing everything I can to hit it off and try and find other ways to back us up. Like I said, I have several things in the works right now that I'm trying to make my own life personally better so that I can set up some double redundancies. Partially because I would like to get them in place so that things like this do not happen, but also partially because of the fact that my plan is that by this time next year at the absolute latest, this is going to be a traveling show. We are going to play MCOC all at minimum all over the country, and quite possibly eventually all over the world. I'm quite well done with where I've been for many years, and I want to get out and see some things, and I'm hoping you guys will join me for that journey. I'm hoping that MCOC can be a big part of that journey. And I would love every member of this community to also be part of that journey. Because it's there's going to be a lot more to it. It's not just going to be playing the game at that point. Yeah, man. When I hit the road, I will be making announcements as we're going, and I would love to see a lot of people. Love to meet each and every one of you. If that's something people want to do, I'm not opposed whatsoever. I've got friends out in Colorado. I've got friends out in California. I'm probably going to go west first, but we are definitely going to hit the East Coast at some point, and especially the Northeast. I've been all over the southeast part of the United States in my youth. But there is a lot of parts of this country that I have not seen, and a lot of parts of this world that I have unfortunately not had the opportunity to see, and I want to change that. It's part of why I'm looking at a career change. It's also part of the reason why I started the channel, so that I could get to a point that I had the freedom, that I wasn't locked into any one place. I've got a good friend of mine who is talking about possibly doing at least a year of the journey with me, maybe more. But at the same time, even if that doesn't happen, I plan on traveling for a while, at least until I find some place that is so amazing that I just can't leave there. Yeah, Act 7, there are parts of Act 7 that is so much easier than Act 6. The only part of Act 6 that I think is easier than Act 7 overall is Act 6.3, where you have the as long as you have 2 or 3 decent champions of each class, those levels are so easy and so much fun. As a matter of fact, I'm planning on revisiting those at some point soon, just for the fun of it. But I want to thank everybody for coming back into the stream. I apologize again for the issues, even though they are out of my control. They are definitely frustrating. Another one of those things that I saw happen to other YouTubers over the years, and I was always understanding when it did, but you don't fully feel it until you experience it. And at that point, when it happens and you have to watch something like this happen, and I it's frustrating for me because I want to give the best experience for you guys that I can. I always like coming back to people to understand if they crash or if they having fun. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I really do, Gerald. You've been amazing and very supportive, and I appreciate it 100%. I appreciate everybody 100%. I will never shy away from saying that the experience of building the channel has been so humbling. We do have a level up event that just started. I'm going to be addressing that personally after the stream. I have quite a few champions that need to go up. But considering when that level up hit, it may be something we do first part of tomorrow after we do the crystal opening to see who we get, if there's somebody that maybe should take precedence. I know that my 7-star bishop is definitely going to be somebody that is going to be going up. Yes, Shocker is definitely going to go up some more. I want to get, like I said, I want to get all my 6 stars at least to rank 3. But it's definitely one of those things that we've got to get quite a few up still. Don't do that. I hate this cable. And I apologize for that loud beep, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna go do quite a few deep dives. I'm gonna go look into quite a few champions, and I'm gonna start personally learning how to play them so that I can show them more myself as well. Yeah, Gerald, I will check out your Shocker video. I think I did at one point, honestly. But I will go rewatch it as well. By the way, congratulations. Yeah, don't brag too much, Gerald. Samurai is really getting frustrated on not getting his 6-star yet, but we have blessed his crystals. I shall do it again. Blessings, blessings, lots of blessings. And hopefully this means that his next batch will be his Shocker. And he will have his 6-star Shocker very soon. What editing software do I use? I use Shotcut. It is a free software. I had an amazing friend of mine teach me how to use it. And it does quite a bit of my work for me. I am still personally learning a few things on there. It's another one of those things that is in my 1% improvement all the time. But I have had quite a few people comment on my edits, and I'm very humbled by that, because I'm proud of them. I'm very proud that people are enjoying the content I put out. I'm very proud that people are enjoying the way I do my edits. But yeah, Shotcut is fairly straightforward, especially for the very basic stuff. If you're looking to just do some simple cuts and stuff like that, it's definitely something I've thought about at some point, maybe kind of going through and discussing in a members only stream after we get our membership program active, which I am working on at the moment. Please stay tuned. That is something else I am building at the moment, trying to do quite a bit of things as far as that goes. It's something I'm going to teach people, or I'm going to continue to improve. There are a lot of things. I am very impressed by what some of the other people in our community do, and I want to learn how they do some of the things. But I also am very open to teaching others how I do what I'm doing. Because I want to encourage anybody that wants to do these things, that wants to have a channel. I think it's a great opportunity. I think the YouTube, not only YouTube community, but also on top of that, the opportunity that YouTube itself is just absolutely amazing. And I think that it's definitely provides a level of freedom that it's about time a lot of us get closer towards. And I've been working towards this for several years. Just a little bit of background for myself personally. I have a background in sales. I actually did retail sales, door-to-door sales, telemarketing. I don't know how to stream. Yeah, man. it, Gerald, if you want some advice, we can talk sometime. There's a few things I can help you with. I'd be more than willing to do so. Um, I owe you on that one, anyways. So feel free. Uh, I'm very busy most of the time. I will fully admit that, but it is definitely something that I will always find the time to help when I can. Let's put together a team. Sell body parts on the black market. Okay. Yeah, I know you're kidding, man. But definitely one of those things that I, I yeah, I'm working on that, man. I'm definitely working on giving myself a bit more time. Like I said, I'm looking to improve my situation so that I can do that. But the grind is very real, and there is a reason for it. I try not to push myself too far, just because it does take a toll. But it is definitely something that there is a reason behind how much I grind. A large reason behind it. Sorry, guys. Give me just 1 second. This dang cord. I do not know why we're having so many issues tonight. Okay. That should fix that. And by the way, for those of you who are not aware, Dewan is how I do my screen capturing. So, for those who have any questions on that, let's see. Gabber, thank you for stopping in, man. See you in quite a few people's streams, and love to see you having a chance to stop into mine. Thank you 100%. Too far. Nice to see you. Glad you had a chance to stop in as well. Just kind of getting everything going. We did have to, unfortunately, start a second stream because we had some internet issues, and we're hoping that will be the only one tonight. I've said it, I think it's partially to do with the air quality right now because of the fires up in Canada. I'm also wondering if it isn't the heat. I'm sure most of us are aware, electronics and heat do not mix whatsoever. Not that I'm having a heat problem here in the apartment whatsoever, but it is definitely one of those things that there's no way to cool the towers outside. Yeah, man. I normally I stream every Sunday night. So I appreciate you catching me live for the first time. But we're gonna try and go a little longer tonight than we normally do. No, the phone's not overheat. It's not an overheating thing with the phone whatsoever. Like I said, I think there's a chance that the towers for the cell phone signals, or more appropriately, the towers for the internet signal, are not enjoying the heat. I cannot wait until we dupe Wolverine so that I can actually use him to his fullest. Hopefully that will be in tomorrow's crystal opening. But yeah, like I said, I worked in sales for years. When I started in sales, my first adult job as a salesperson, I did things in my youth as well, but first job as an adult in sales was I actually sold cell phones for a living. And so I've been in technology for many years. After I left sales, I went from that over to, well, I shouldn't say after I left sales, but after years of doing retail sales and then eventually working towards I did door to door sales, I did retail sales, I did you name it. I did quite a bit of different type of sales. I did, like I said, I did telemarketing. About the only thing I never sold was cars. But after years of that, I went from there and went back to school and got degrees in marketing and digital marketing. Didn't know it at the time. As a matter of fact, my plan was to just get on with a firm and be an account rep so that I could be the person representing the firm in between the business and the firm. And then that didn't work out as well as I wanted, so I started my own firm and was going really well at first and was just starting to sign my first clients when I had a house fire. And unfortunately, at the time that house fire happened, I was running my business out of my house. So I lost my business as well. I still have the business, obviously. I still have the business license and everything. We actually run the channel under the license. But it meant that we had a severe setback, and it set us back several years. I went through a very long time period where I ended up actually homeless for almost 2 years. And then had to address quite a bit of things in my personal life just to be able to start getting myself back on my feet, which ended up leading to me working the delivery job that I do these days. That is the reason why I work 6 nights a week. And that took off really well for quite a while. And then the company I worked for decided to cut our pay 7 times over about a 1.5 year time period. And in the process of which we started the channel. But it's also led to the point where I now it's getting to be time to move on from that. And obviously, as we grow the channel, we are going to get opportunities to do quite a bit more. And like I said, one of the things that I do want to do is hit the road. So the channel is partially building towards that. I'm also doing a few other things behind the scenes to make sure that no matter how well the channel is going, I'm going to be able to support myself while I'm doing that. But we are going to start traveling the country. I was hoping to start doing that this summer, but we took another step back when we started getting the pay cuts, as well as we had to take on a few extra expenses that weren't necessarily planned, that made it so that was going to be a bit more expensive than we were going to be able to do. But I have always been somebody who does my best to prevail. I find opportunities no matter what. There is absolutely nothing that I let stop me in the long run. I'm a big encourager on the idea of finding opportunities wherever you need to. If you need a moment, take it. If things get too hard, don't be harsh on yourself. Dee Dee, man, appreciate you stopping into the stream tonight. Another one of my very great friends and inspiring people that have come into my life since starting this channel. I want to thank you, brother. Even if I don't say it nearly enough, you are an amazing member of this community, and amazingly inspiring for my own philosophies on things, of always fighting to make things better. CJ, great that you made it back. Appreciate it. But yeah, guys, I mean, something that Dee Dee says a lot, and that I want everybody. Too far, appreciate you stopping in for a little bit, man. Oh, Dee Dee's going. Sorry, man. Appreciate you stopping in for on your lunch, man, and checking in. I love the support. It's so appreciated. Sorry, keeping up with chat is something that it is fun to try and do, and if you read the wrong message at the wrong time, or did I read Gabber? But yeah, guys, I have been through things that most people. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Stop back anytime. Vatlik, I 100% appreciate you making it into the stream for a little bit. So I hope you do make it into more streams soon, and I promise we are going to be doing more streams here soon. I'm hoping that that'll be something that we are able to start doing next month. But I've got to get everything in place so that we can do it. But we are going to start upping the amount of streams we do every week. We have quite a few things in the works for not only the channel, also collaborations with several others, including Dee Dee, who, again, I am so grateful to. Not that I'm not grateful to every member of this community, because I am. You guys are so amazing. But what I was saying there, guys, is if life ever gets too tough and you need somebody to talk to, we have amazing members of this community. And never hesitate, guys. Reach out to me. Reach out to somebody in this community. Don't suffer alone. There are a lot of things that I personally have been through more things than I I will ever share on stream. But if you guys ever just want to talk to somebody who will understand, I will 100% be there. So hit me up on line chat, hit me up on Discord, catch me on Facebook. I don't care. Don't suffer alone. I did that enough for a lot of years. And I don't want to see anybody else do it. Because it'll take a toll. But you guys, nobody has to be alone. We have a huge community. And we have amazing people. I have seen proof of that for a lot of years in this community. Like I said, I lost everything in the fire. And I had people reach out to me and help me. It still took me quite a bit of time to come back from it. But that's also why like I said, I'm available if anybody needs it whatsoever. Don't ever hesitate to reach out to me. I have there, if you pay attention, there is never a comment on a video that I don't respond to. There is never a message on line chat or Discord that I don't respond to. And I don't care how big this channel gets. That is something I promised myself from the get-go would be one of the things that I made sure was part of what I did, because you guys are what makes it possible. So if you guys need to talk, if you need anything, reach out and I will do what I can to help. It's important. You guys are important. And we can all make it together. So don't hesitate whatsoever. If you guys just need somebody to talk to, don't feel alone. And definitely don't let this world beat you up, because it will. This world has got hands, and it will throw them. But we all learned from Rocky. A good person in your corner can make all the difference in the world. So if I can be that for any single one of you, don't hesitate. Apparently, also, so does Penny Parker have hands. But let's see if we can't get enough momentum up here to watch her eat herself. But yeah, I mean, guys, like I said, I'll never go through it all on live stream, because I try and keep things as upbeat as possible. But if you guys are going through things, reach out, and I will never hesitate to share my full story with you guys. It, I know how much of a difference it can make to hear that somebody else has been through something. It's been one of the things that has been my privilege through many areas of my life, and is also one of the reasons why yeah, definitely would have liked to have brought in somebody different for her, and probably should have. But I was just screwing around with a team there to see if I could throw together a good synergy for Quicksilver. Since before we got cut off, Cisco was asking me to throw together some synergy teams. But yeah, I mean, guys, that's been what I do. When I went back to school in college, when I was in high school, for years of my life, probably the one thing that has made all the bad stuff in my life worth it has been the fact that I have been able to be that person that could be understanding and could sit down with others and talk about the problems they went through, because it wasn't uncommon for me to have been through something similar. So if you guys need anybody, feel free. Reach out anytime you need to.
Ravi, subscribe to the channel.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the new subscription. We are growing overwhelmingly, guys. I checked before stream, and we were at 580 or 590. I'm sorry, 590, and that makes 591. I am so humbled by how much the channel has grown, and it's just the beginning, guys. I'm definitely planning something for the 1,000 subscriber mark, because it is a huge threshold, and I want to celebrate when we get there. So if you guys can help me get there, please feel free to do so. I'm so grateful to every one of you guys. No matter if you've subscribed, if you've hit a like button, if you've watched a video, if you've commented, you guys make every bit of this possible. It is why I did not hesitate with the tournament to put prizes out there. And it's coming 100% from me. The channel honestly makes nothing at this point. It will in time. I know that. I've seen it. But as we grow, so will the amount of things that I'm able to do. So are the amount of things that I will continue to build upon for all of us. We are definitely going to be looking at multiple tournaments coming up. Like I said, I want to fix some of the hiccups that went on during this tournament. So I'm going to use this next season of Battlegrounds to address all of them. And make sure that the next tournament is even better. Because I do this, yes, it is something for myself, but it is only possible because of every single one of you guys. And I am so humbled and so grateful and so appreciative to all of you, every single one of you that have liked, subscribed, supported, reached out to me, talked to me. So I'm always there. I will always be there for you guys. It may take me a few hours sometimes to respond. It may take me until the next day once in a while to respond. But I promise, guys, and especially if it's something, if you're in a crisis, spam the crap out of me until I answer. Because I will. I promise. If you guys just need to chit chat, just because you want to talk about your accounts, if you want to talk about other things, don't spam me. I will get to you. I promise. But if it is a life issue, don't hesitate. Don't let yourself feel alone. Don't let yourself get sucked into anything. I'm there, and I promise I will give you. I'll walk you through anything you're going through, because it's very rare that there's a situation that I haven't experienced. It's like I said, I spent some time homeless. I went through a lot of things as a young person. Jordan, nice to see you. Appreciate you stopping in, man. How's it going? So we've done some EQ tonight. Did a few friendlies to start with. I think, honestly, I'm probably going to go for another half an hour or so tonight. I am starting to get to a point where I'm going to have to get some food in a little while, and I do want to catch up with a couple other people that I promised I would talk to after stream tonight. But I still want to go for a little bit longer. So let's put it out as an open invite. Let me clear a couple spots in my friends list. And anybody that wants to, let's do a few. I'm in Rizzo's stream, my alliance leader. He's streaming some incursions with Kata. Nice. I often catch both Rizzo and Kata. They are great guys. Again, even amazing members of this community. I apologize to anybody I'm removing right now, but I want to go ahead and open up a couple spots here so that we can... anybody that wants to, let's do a couple friendlies tonight before I call it a close. RAB, honestly, newest subscriber. Remove that dementia guy. Yeah. But first off, RAB, I have to say, it is something that I know not everybody, no one knows it. But it is kind of a funny thing. Probably only funny to me. But RAB is actually my initials. So to see you subscribe is kind of not only appreciative, overwhelmingly. Yeah. You know, you're on your lunch break and you're doing things, you know, in the game, because who doesn't? But yeah, let's do a couple friendlies tonight before I call it. 1 to 10%. Try hard. Nah, just joking. I got a 700k score once on Hero Use. I do a lot of things to try and get in that 1 to 10% on most of the 24-hour events. There are some things that I do that most people probably don't, because they they don't see the value in it. But there are ways to go ahead and cheese your way through, like Heroes Used. One of the things, I don't care, guys. I'm not in Gladiator Circuit, but I will do Gladiator Circuit meta with anybody. Thank you. I appreciate it, RAB. I try to be fairly down to earth, and it's something I care about people. I do, sometimes too much. Don't have a track for victory. Don't have a deck for victory track. Man, I don't care either meta. I'll do it. Jordan, who should I rank up first for my first rank 5? 6-star Doctor Doom, Hercules, or Kitty Pryde, or Valkyrie. I would say don't worry about... I have 6-star Hercules, and I did not rank 5 him, particularly because he is so good that you don't necessarily need to rank 5 him. I think Doctor Doom is a great option. I think Kitty, if you are good with her, is probably top tier by far without a problem. Valkyrie would probably be the one that I would. It's debatable. Can I make a poll? I can do that for you, man. Give me 2 seconds here. Let's see. By the way, that is another thing that I am always willing to do for you guys as well, is feel free. I will put it up on the channel anytime. Hit me up if you guys are looking for the community's opinions on things. Just let me know, and I will put up a poll. I have no problem doing that. I have my opinions. But I understand those who would definitely like to see a combination of the community. Let's see, we had Valkyrie. Sorry. Herc. Okay. Poll is live, man. Give it a while. Let people get some votes. I will leave it up. I don't take down the polls whatsoever. Give you time to see what happens there. So let's start. RAB, you are the newest subscriber to the channel, so go ahead, send me an invite to friendly. I don't care what meta you do. I am not a YouTuber that claims to suck at this game and am actually god tier by any means. So I never. If you hand it to me, I'm okay with that. I will gracefully lose when I do, and I will be overwhelmingly excited to win when I get a chance. Go ahead, you get the first opportunity at the friendly, so go ahead and send me a request. I'll let you pick the meta. After that, Gabber, you're up next. We definitely will not use that second deck because that was used to demo the 3-star tournament before we started it. So that one is currently full of 3 stars. I do need to change that out for when we are doing these. Yeah, Samurai, I know you're an alien. Planet Zablar, right? Let's get Herc out of there. And do you have anybody that really is a pain in my butt? We'll just get Doom out of there. So, vote so far. Let's see. Let's go ahead and double check. Get my Tigra. We are early. We have not gotten votes yet, guys. Feel free to jump over to the community tab and get and vote on that for Jordan. Let him know who you think he should rank 5 first. Like I said, I'll be on for at least probably another half an hour, about half an hour. We'll do a couple friendlies before I call it for the evening, and we will check it towards the end of stream, Jordan, and I'll let you know. Get Quicksilver in there. Jordan, I do not give out officers just for asking. The only way I make people officer in my alliance is over time. I want to see people step up. I want to see people be part. Thank you, Dee Dee. I appreciate the support, and I thank you for lurking during the stream. It does make a lot of difference. Don't apologize, Jordan. No reason to apologize whatsoever. I'm just letting you know how things are. Like I said, I'm 100%. I will. Anybody who earns it will become an officer in an alliance for me. I always reward people for what I see them do. I've never hesitated at making somebody an officer when I see them stepping up and performing and being helpful to the alliance. It's something that I also just don't promote people just because they ask. Being an officer is a responsibility, and I want people to I want to make sure that it's going to be the people that are helping not only the alliance itself but the members. Yeah, I'm good, man. Ari, I thank you for stopping in and asking. I took a little bit of time on Tuesday just because I wore myself out way too much, and I didn't have a choice. My body told me it was time I had to take a day off, and so I stepped back for a moment. Never liked to do that, but we did. Of course, man, Jordan. Anytime. I definitely want to celebrate your birthday. And birthday wishes are never something I'll shy away from, man. I'm glad you let me know it was your birthday. I hope you had an amazing birthday. I hope you got some amazing people around you that celebrated you. It's something that far too many of us don't get a chance to do. I know that it can be one of those things that it's yeah, we definitely shouldn't have pushed that to 2 special 3s. RAB, you may take this one, or at least this, definitely this fight, because pushing him to 2 special 3s was a bad move on my part. But again, happy birthday, 100%, man. I hope it was truly an amazing day, and I hope that anything that you were hoping for your birthday was the bare minimum that you got. So, let's see. So we got Mysterio there. Let's see if I can't maybe make this a little difficult for you. It's difficult enough for me, so let's see if I can at least make this a match. No problem, Jordan. Have a great night. I appreciate you stopping in, man. Like I said, just be active. You know, do your part in the alliance. As long as you do so, you will earn your spot as an officer. If I see it, I always recognize people. So, give me a second. Let me finish with this fight here, and I will check the poll. I will try and get to it quickly so that you can get going. Feel free to jump over to our community tab as well. I'm sure people have started voting already. Man, this regen is horrible. Okay, this is my fault. I forgot that Gladiator Circuit is all about the bleed. Mysterio's Tiger immune. Yeah, I totally wasn't thinking about that. So far, we are even with 1 vote for Doom, 1 vote for Valkyrie, and 1 vote for Kitty. Like I said, man, I don't think Hercules necessarily needs to be taken beyond rank 4 before other people. RAB, I apologize that this was not a better showing for you. But I hope, where is the vote right now? Go to the community page. It is on the community page. I don't do them on the stream. I do them on the community page so they last longer than the stream. I'm just going to leave it up because it does help other people in the community, Jordan. So feel free to check back and see what other people say later on. Yeah, I definitely should have paid attention that you went Gladiator Circuit and brought in more Bleed champions, because I do know that would have made a difference. That was a bad move on my part. Good night, Jordan. Hey, no, man, that great fight. You definitely earned it, bro. And by the way, congratulations on that Legends title. Gabbert, yeah, no problem, man. Feel free, if you want to send me over an invite for 1 vote on each. Yeah, I saw that. Feel free to send me over a friendly, and I'll do one with you for sure. If you're ready, that is. Okay. Guys, like I said, I'm you know, if you guys want to see the best gameplay out there, I will take you over to a dozen channels that make me look like a scrub. If you want to see honest gameplay, you're in the right place. I'm constantly improving my skills. I'm constantly improving the channel, but you'll definitely not see me Samurai. Yeah, no problem, man. Feel free to send me over one. Oh yeah, that. After I get done with Gabber here, if you want to go for one, Samurai, we can definitely do a match. Yeah, I've heard that you put up a pretty good showing, Samurai. Um, my account may be better, but I think your skills are. So we can definitely go ahead and see how it goes. Future Ant-Man, that is one of the few out of the featured 6 stars that I have not been able to pull as of yet. Getting that Quicksilver in there. Let's see. Gabber, there's probably a pretty good reason why I'm struggling to get out of silver at the moment. So, if you're questioning some of my choices, or if you're just shocked by my roster, I'm not quite for sure which. But either way, let's have some fun here. Let's try and do Archangel against Joe Fixit. I would much rather have Nick Fury. Because that's how I normally cheese through most of them. But we shall see how it goes. And I know most people are throwing Archangel on defense these days. Rightfully so, 100%. Yeah, just poison immune. Damn it, I totally forgot that. But he's not bleed immune. So, at least I can do some damage to him. Yeah, that one's gonna be a bad one. That was my bad. I shouldn't have went with Archangel whatsoever. That was dumb. I should have just went Hulk. Yeah, guys, bear with me. Occasionally, like I said, especially when I get long into some of these streams and stuff, I don't always make the greatest of decisions. Not that I always do it when I'm even just plain and simply playing, but again, this is where I'm always trying to improve. So other people are saying Herc on the. I personally I think Herc is so good at rank 4 that I don't know why I get it that he is the golden ticket to so many things, but I think there's so many others that you can do at rank 5 while leaving Herc at rank 4 that make a huge difference. That I definitely think, especially Kitty or Valkyrie, but if you're good with Doctor Doom, like, stupid great choice. Okay, Hulkling. Probably shouldn't throw up Domino with you having Fat Man there, but let's go ahead and do it anyways. Yeah, Quicksilver is definitely one that I'm getting better with on a regular basis. But he definitely is one that he can be great, but does take a bit of practice. Though I think for me that's true with almost every champion in this game. Damn it, I caught that unstoppable. Can I get the Hawk Juggle in? Yeah, I screwed up the Hawk Juggle. I get too used to the Hawk Juggle, and it does well for me on quite a few things. But if I can't get it consistently going, it makes it a little harder to use him. I should have probably just went ahead and pushed the SB2 and went for just the massive damage instead of trying to beat him down. Okay, Samurai, not a problem. As soon as I get out of this match with Gabber, I will go accept the request, and I will do one with you. And we will go for at least long enough to do that. Maybe a little bit longer. We'll see. So, Gabber, good game. Like I said, yeah, that was a mess up on my part, 100%. I was trying to get into that Hawk Juggle a little too much and just didn't catch it. Unfortunately, Hawkling's indestructible is a problem. Sadly enough, my best showing against Hawkling is Loki. He does amazing things for me. I know that is not the best counter, but it is one that works really well if you're not aware, because you can steal so many of those buffs. You can steal the indestructible, but he keeps it for those who aren't aware. So it does make a difference on things, just because you can keep yourself going. But it does still mean that you have to wait out that indestructible timer to get through Hawkling. Yeah, good game, Gabber, 100%. Samurai, go ahead and send me a friendly request, and I will see if maybe I can redeem myself. Not that I'm. Yeah, give me 1 second. I got a second request here. Let me do this one. I apologize, and then I will do yours as well. Didn't Kardeski decided to overjump you real quick, or at least if he accepts. So I apologize for the delay, but I will not end stream until I get one in with you. Are you going to accept, Kardeski? DS, thank you. I appreciate the support from Nepal. How is it over there? I've never been out of the United States, but I'm hoping to change that soon. I've seen some gorgeous photos of Nepal before. Okay, I'm going to make this a little fair. And okay, Gabber, I have no clue what that is, but I'm guessing it's a good shout out there. So, or at least I'm hoping. I appreciate everybody stopping in 100%, guys. Thank you for all the support. I know I say it a lot, but I truly do mean it. You guys are absolutely amazing. I appreciate every one of you. It's all fine here, and how's your? I hope yours also will be great. Yes, man. Honestly, it's been a long week, but things are pretty good here. I'm working on improving quite a bit of things, but that's that's the goal of life right now, is just 1% better all the time. Okay, nice. I appreciate that. I'm always awe-inspired by people, by other languages. I think there are some just amazingly beautiful languages in this world. English is I've heard for a lot of people, English can be a very complicated one, if it's not your native tongue. But I'm not sure that it's necessarily the most gorgeous of languages. I was very privileged in high school to have the opportunity to study Japanese. I am not fluent in it by any means, but I did take a couple years of it, and it was a very fun language to learn, or at least what I did pick of it up, and it was definitely something that I may not have taken the class for the best of reasons, but it's still something that I enjoyed having the opportunity towards. Konnichiwa. Genki desu ka? Which I'm probably a little off on, but MCOC Avantata. Okay. Yeah, I took Japanese for a couple reasons. Partially, I played with Japanese people in the game, and they taught me part of their language. Very nice, Samurai. I know that you have a very nice katana. And I think it's a very gorgeous thing. But partially, we were required a foreign language in school. And so I took Japanese because I have a hard time rolling my R's. So, Spanish was extremely difficult for me. And the girl I was dating at the time had already taken 4 years of Japanese. And she would constantly say things not only to me, but to her teacher, who we would end up, or more appropriately, her sensei, who would we would go to several events that she happened to be at, and she was the sweetest girl that I ever met. But it was always one of those things that part of me was wondered if she was still being as sweet when she was saying things in Japanese as she was when she was saying them in English. So I wanted to learn and try and understand some of what they were saying. And so I took a couple years of it. Her sensei did not think I was the greatest guy for her. So she was very opposed to me learning too much, but I still tried, and I still did quite a bit. Now now it's Spanish. I also think there's some French. It may come as a surprise, but not in Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or any other social media. No, that's not a surprise. Honestly, I can understand staying away from social media. I use social media because of the channel and because of marketing. But if it wasn't for those things, I would probably not do social media at all. I think it is something that I think we all should take a break from once in a while. Samurai, go ahead and send me an invite. You've got the next one no matter what. I don't know any languages, just 1, 2, 3 local and English. Now, as far as 1, 2, 3 goes, Ichi ni sanshi go roku hachi. Yeah, see, I do remember those. There are a couple other phrases that I do remember. Trying to remember off the top of my head, but Japanese was one of the ones like I had a lot of fun with, and I think I very much so enjoy Japanese culture. There are some amazing things that I think have come out of Japan. Yes, Gabber did just do a friendly against me a few moments ago, and definitely gave a great example of the fact that my skill level is not tremendous. Samurai, I'm going to be very nice to you and just ban the bottom of your deck to even things up a bit. And I will even leave Herc out of things. So let's go ahead and see how well this goes. I do, like I said, thank you, Gabber. I appreciate that. Definitely, like I said, I'm a fan of several animes. A few that I have not finished. I spent a lot of years playing Pokemon Go, and spent years with my children watching a lot of the Pokemon series. I also the scenery in Japan is something I would love to go personally experience, because there are some just absolutely gorgeous places over in Japan. Had a friend of mine that was stationed in Okinawa who sent me quite a few videos. As a matter of fact, the girl that I was telling you about that I was the reason that I took Japanese. Her daughter is actually now an English teacher in Japan. And Yeah, Gabber, I feel that. My backup account is not fully free to play, but yeah, I definitely don't spend on it the way I do on this one. And so, in spite the fact that you guys see me spend a lot on this one on the channel now, I do that specifically for the channel. But I have been playing for 7 years now, and a lot of the account growth has been fairly natural, just because of the fact of years of playing. Honestly, I've been playing since before 5 stars even. Tiny, good night. Yeah, I know, man. You got to get up early. I appreciate you stopping in and supporting the stream. Have a great night. Make sure you check into AQ. You've been doing wonderful. We're gonna do some adjustments soon. I hope you have a great day at work tomorrow, man. Be safe. All right. I appreciate the support. That was a close one, Samurai. That was honestly, that's a great showing right off the bat here. Let's go ahead and see if we can't do this. Any guide for 741? DS, I do have a video for 741 on the channel if you'd like to check that out. If you have any questions, feel free to either message me on Facebook or line chat or Discord. And if I can't help you, I guarantee you that we can make sure that you get the help. But I did clear 741 just a few weeks ago. I actually just finished becoming Paragon right before 4th of July deals dropped. So no, it's fine, man. There are several ways to get a hold of me. It's not a problem. Like I said, I am getting my Instagram and all that set up as well for the channel. I just haven't gotten there yet. Tell me that did not just do what I think it did. Okay, good. I thought I heard it for a second. Also, just like feel free, leave a comment on a video, and I can talk to you that way as well. Or I know you said Facebook. I'm in a lot of groups on Facebook. I can reach out to you that way as well. So if you want to leave you, if I can get a hold of you that way. So, but always like, yeah, thing can be a pain. But still, Samurai, thank you for the friendly. I saw your video link in an MCOC group, but I don't send requests because I thought it was a scam group. No, man. If you see the video link there, reach out to me on Facebook. Just use that is my actual account on Facebook. Feel free to message me on there. And I will 100% talk to you about it. Gabber is correct. MCOC Noob, he's somebody that I followed to get a lot of my own information so that I could make my decisions on how I did a lot of my own guides. On what paths that I wanted to choose. I research throughout the community before I do my guides, and make sure that I'm choosing my best path. But yeah, reach out to me after I get off stream tonight. If you've seen the video on there, just reach out to me through that Facebook, and it's me personally, 100%. And I will talk to you anytime about whatever you're getting stuck on, and be more than willing to help. So I don't know about the groups. Some of the groups themselves may have some questionable activities sometimes, but anything I post is for the community. So I'm in over 30 Facebook groups for MCOC, and I try and make sure that I'm able to do it. No apologies whatsoever, man. I do understand. It is definitely one of those things. I am very leery as well. It's only because I am a public figure that I will add just about anybody, and I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. But believe me, before I had the channel, I'm very leery as well, because I do know a lot of people. There are a lot of people out there that will hack things and everything else. How long does it normally take you to reach Gladiator Circuit? Maple, I have not reached Gladiator Circuit a single season yet. I have a lot of people in my alliance that were able to do it in just a couple weeks. I have a lot of people that I'm friends with that were able to do it in the first half of the season. I know several people that just recently did it. I'm trying to make a push right now. I keep getting stuck. I get bad matches sometimes, mostly because my account is a lot bigger than my skill levels. So I get put up against people that are... Almost everybody I end up facing has the Legends title. No, 100%. Like you can see, I'm Silver 1 right now. I haven't gotten to the Gladiator Circuit a single time. Gabber says he did it in 3 days, and I'm not surprised on that whatsoever. I understand the frustration. When you reach Diamond, Kabam does need to fix the matchmaking. I know it is definitely one of those things. They say that they keep fixing it, but I do see a lot of imbalance on things. Gabber is not pay to win. He is free to play. He's been on. I've seen him in so many other people's streams. He's a great supporter of a lot of us on YouTube, and a lot of it can be skill level. I know I have one of my officers. You'll normally see him in chat here. Unfortunately, he's traveling right now. He goes by Wasi on here, but anytime you see me facing him, he was also in the recent tournament, Fridge Pudding. If I handed him my account, his skill level would put him God tier beyond. But he's only been playing for a little over a year. And he's constantly in the Gladiator Circuit. And I 100% commend his abilities. he is another one that is actually quite a bit. AB, thank you for giving the love to Gabber. He does all the hugs, all the love to everybody. Maple, again, also thank you for giving the love to Gabber. I am a big proponent for the idea of that we have an amazing community out here, and that we should all support one another, and that there is no reason to do anything but give love to one another, because there is enough of it in this world. Yeah. DS, what's your question? I'll answer your question here before I wrap up stream, and then, like I said, feel free to reach out to me on Facebook, since you have seen me there, and we will 100% talk more, and I can help you out in any way that you need me to. So just let me know what would any way that I can help. I do think after I answer this, though, guys, I am probably going to wrap it up for the evening. I want to thank everybody 100% for a great stream tonight, for being part of everything. I am looking right now that we are... how much have you spent till now on both? July 4th hurt me. I didn't spend because 30 or 199. I always Mysterium 2, but now I'm struggling to Mysterium 3 or Quantum 1. Yeah, 4th of July hurt a lot of people. As far as how much I've spent on the account in the 7 years that I have had the account, I probably, up until I started the channel, spent about $1,500 total over the first 6 years. Between getting sigils every month and occasionally a few other things. I did do $800 on the Gwenpool Bubble Bobble event. I did $1,000 on the 4th of July deals. I had planned for only $800 because I wanted to do videos on it, but I definitely was not planning for Kabam to make it so that you could spend $3,200 on the game. I think that was a really bad move on their part, and I understand the frustration in the community. Outside of that, I do buy my sigil every month. I also normally buy the unit daily deal, and over the last 6 months, I have probably spent in total close to about $3,700, almost $4,000, because I buy the $5 deals on a regular basis and stuff like that. A lot of it is just trying to make sure I do openings and stuff for the channel, because the crystal openings are something that I know everybody enjoys quite a bit. What I spend is not normally the best way to spend if you're going to. Yeah, I can get that, and honestly, if it wasn't for the channel, I wouldn't do it. And I don't encourage anybody to spend at the level I do. I do it 100% for the channel, and because I know you guys enjoy a lot of the content. AB, I am so sorry for your health issues. I know that they can be quite taxing, especially in the United States here. Yes, I am American. I'm located in the United States. I live in the Midwest, pretty much the center of the country. But again, I do this 100% for the channel. I do buy the early release bundles as well, so that I can again show people, so you don't have to. Because I can go for a little bit longer. I do need to get some dinner here in just a little bit, though. So I do want to wrap up in just a little bit, but I it is one of those things. I don't encourage people to spend on this game. There is so much you guys can do to get through this free to play. As a matter of fact, like I said, I tonight after I get done or first thing in the morning, it kind of depends on how late I go. Gabber, thank you for stopping in so much. I appreciate you, man. The support is so valued and appreciated. Have a great evening, and thank you 100%. I hope to see you again soon. But I do want to say 100%, guys, just because you see YouTubers spending outrageous amounts of money on this game, I played this game nearly free for years. Don't think you need to. And please do not spend what you cannot afford. There are so many things that can be done, but I will tell you guys, this is another thing that I'm gonna do. That it's why I'm starting to hold the tournaments. We got the first one out of the way this week. Not this next season of Battlegrounds, but the season after, I will be holding another tournament. I will, and this is my way to give back to you guys, 100%. I'm giving away gift cards and whatever I need to, whatever I can, so that I can help you guys. AB, I hope you're able to make it to the next tournament. I would love to see you participate and have a chance. Maybe a garage in the gym would definitely make a lot of sense. Yeah, it's ridiculous how much the difference is between different countries. I know that's one of the things I've talked about, is the idea that you can't. If I was making what I'm making here and I could take it someplace else, I could live like a king. And yet here, I spend on the channel because it's an investment in the channel's future. It still is one of those things that I don't want you guys to think by any means that I have unlimited resources, but 100% I do it because it's a tax write-off. I do it because it's how I'm growing the channel. It's no different for me to, as far as I'm concerned, to buy some crystals to show you guys an opening, as it is to buy my microphone or my computer to be able to do the streams. Please, guys, don't. That's also why I'm starting the new account challenge. Nah, I don't believe you. You're rich, Wolf. No worries, guys. Making 50K a year can spend their extra fun money on the game and still survive. I agree. I know. if you'd like to guess my setup, you're more than welcome to. It's not as good as some others, but I'm always improving. I'm always trying to make things better. Probably the best thing on my entire setup, the thing that I made sure I had the biggest quality on, was my microphone. My computer being actually a little more expensive than my microphone, but it was definitely. Oh no, my. Yeah, I've seen Samurai set up. Celestial one, okay. Uh, my okay, I'll break it down for you guys. The camera was $80. The microphone was $150. The monitor I used was $15. I actually got it off of Facebook Marketplace. My computer was $550. But it's not. I'm not. I've seen people that have spent more on their computer alone than I spent on my entire setup. I literally got a rebuild computer. I At the time that I started all of this, I was making about $1,200 a week. There were weeks that I was making close to $1,500 a week, which is great. Yeah, Samurai's monitor was $300. The computer was $800. Keyboard and mouse were like $80. My keyboard, mouse, and my mouse pad were even all included in my purchase of my computer. They weren't even extra. I didn't even spend extra on those. But since then, one of the things I talk about on why I'm looking to move on and change. The reason I don't do live every day, and it is one of the things that I plan to do, is because right now I work 6 days a week. I drive delivery 6 nights a week. I drive for not one of the largest known deliveries, but just because I don't want a chance getting too much out there until I do move on from driving from them. I will put it this way: the initials are GP. And actually it's all one word, but GP makes it a little bit more understanding. But I do plan on live streaming a lot more once I can move on from them and start. I'm looking for a job that I can do remotely right now, so that I can move on and not only start streaming more often, but also so that when I can get to the point of being ready to do so, which, like I said, I'm hoping to do either early spring next year or early summer at the absolute latest, when I hit the road, it won't interfere with things in case the channel isn't making enough by that point to support me solely. I just recently hit the requirements for YouTube to become monetized at the lower level. I don't get AdSense at all. My worst day. Are you talking worst day money wise, or are you talking my worst day in life? But as soon as I can transition things and get my memberships going, worst day in life. Man, that's hard. There's been so many of them, honestly. I normally don't like to put some of this stuff particularly on the streams because I like to keep things pretty positive on here. The fire was pretty bad. That definitely was not my worst day by any means. What I'm gonna do on this one is Samurai. Yeah, I agree. Worst day of my life happened either October 6, 2012, October 24th, 2015, or November 18th, 20. November 20. It's debatable. Samurai, I hope that your life always stays positive and that you continue never to have bad days. I went through a lot of abuse as a child. Went through a very nasty divorce that cost me a lot of years with my children. Yeah, I can feel that, AB. There are definitely fall and winter are really hard for me. I think one. Mom's death and a breakup from a love who I loved for 8 years. I can feel you on that one. As along those lines, I've lost a lot of love. I think along those lines, what the hardest day was the day I found my grandma. No, man, I said it earlier in chat. Or earlier in stream. Part of the reason that I'm willing to talk about these things is because I have been through so much trauma that it has given me the ability to talk to other people about the things they went through. Because I went through a lot of them myself. The day I lost my grandmother, and not only did I lose her, I had to find her. And unfortunately, my children were there that day. And I had to suck things up to keep them from realizing what was going on until I could deal with things. But, yeah, guys, I will never shy away from talking about my traumas, because I do think they, RB, my worst day was December 29th, 2022. Best friend passed away. Things have been difficult, and I've been doing my best to keep pushing. please do. If you ever want to talk about it, man, feel free to reach out. 100%. I've lost a lot of friends, a lot of family. And I've been through a lot of trauma. I grew up in a very abusive home. And part of the reason why MCOC is so important to me is because it gives me a community of amazing people that even when there's nobody else, I have my alliance mates, I have the friends I've played this game with over the years, most of which I have never met in person, and I have now the channel and you guys, and that is so important to me. AB, I can relate. A crap divorce. I have no kids though, and then as a child I was raised by a traditional Eastern Europe parent. The beatings were brutal. I can sympathize. Yeah. My dad, I have 23 brothers and sisters. My mom has 4 children and an adopted daughter. I have 2 alliances right now, man. One is my big one. That one is currently full. And then I have a small one for growing people, and helping people grow. Yeah, 23. My mom, like I said, has 5 kids, including my adopted sister. She has 4 boys, including me. She left my father when I was 6 weeks old and left me with him. She raised all my brothers, and my adopted sister, but she had no relationship with me. My brothers and my adopted sister think she's absolutely amazing, and for them, she has been 100% part of their life. My father had 21 children, including me, most of which he spent very little time with throughout his life. Sorry, guys, I'm not trying to make anyone else cry by any means. But I was the only child he kept around. Bro, L, Mom, for why have kids to be like that, bro? Sucks to hear. Yeah, it was rough. She's amazing to my brothers. Like I said, she's been to every one of their events. She has supported them 100%. She just was never around for me. And still isn't to this day. Yeah, most of my brothers and sisters, came in and out of my life throughout my childhood because my dad was very abusive, not only to me, but he was abusive to every woman that he was ever with. He did a lot. I seen every drug under the sun be used in front of me as a child. Congratulations, DS. Open Sunspot and Havoc from a basic. That is killer, man. Great pulls. I'm glad that I could give you some luck tonight. Like I said, my dad, the abuse was nonstop until he went to prison. Then I moved in with my grandparents, lived with them until I was 17 when I got kicked out of high school for not going to class. I was passing all my classes, so I didn't see a reason to go to them. And I got my ex-wife pregnant the weekend of my 17th birthday. First time that we were ever together. Ended up getting married literally less than a month after my 18th birthday. And we had my daughter about a year later, and were divorced about 6 months after that. Because I had such a rough childhood and had never been stable, I didn't fight my ex-wife for custody of my children whatsoever. She came from a very great family. They had a lot of money, and I figured she would give them an amazing life. And unfortunately, she put them in bad situations as well. I spent years fighting to get them out of the situations, but very few people would listen to me. And so I finally got an opportunity to get them away. And I got to spend 3 wonderful years during the time they were in high school with them. My daughter, unfortunately, fell into some of the similar traps I did. Got pregnant at 17 and started going on the run. I don't really have a relationship with her anymore. And after the fire, my son stopped speaking to me as well. So I spent a lot of time in a lot of bad places. Yeah, the Grandmaster run was nasty. I spent 4 hours trying to get through that level. And I did. I got through it. Maybe you're correct. The system is not designed for men, especially dads. But this is why I say, guys, if you are ever needing anyone to talk to, feel free to reach out, because there's not a lot I can't relate to whatsoever. I've spent a grand total of 5 years of my life homeless. I spent close to 5 years of my life in and out of county jail for minor things, driving out without a license, possession of marijuana, and a lot of times because my ex-wife was locking me up for child support. "17 days of grinding units." I feel you. Honestly, that's exactly how it would have been for me if I hadn't been doing it for the channel. If it hadn't been for the channel, I would have never spent the money on units. I would have left myself stuck there and just grinded units. It is. I think the Grandmaster is one of the hardest fights there is. 100%. Gwyn Master, I've heard plenty of people try and compare to it. I've heard people try and compare the Kang fights to it. I went through both of those so much easier. As a matter of fact, I will have the second Kang fight out probably Tuesday on the channel. I'm going to try and drop both 7.4.5 and 7.4.6 on Tuesday. If I don't, it'll definitely be out on Wednesday. Yeah, you heard that right. I spent quite a bit of time in jail as well. Yeah, you and my dad are he did the some of the same mistakes as you. Luckily, he's here now. I'm glad, man. Honestly, 100%. I'm glad your dad's there. And I'm glad that he was able to not have those mistakes held against him. Unfortunately, for me, a lot of those mistakes still haunt me to this day. There's, especially where I live, this state is not very friendly as far as forgiving people, no matter how much they do to try and make up for their past. Part of the reason I went back to school and got 2 degrees and 2 certificates was to try and show people that I was overcoming it. Struggling for rank 4 APOC, man, I haven't any rank 4s. APOC is a good choice for that, 100%, man. Just keep now that you got that you are Thronebreaker, just keep pushing. Well, I guess you're waiting on that. No, it's rank 3s for Thronebreaker, so you should be good there. But just keep pushing, man. The resources will come, 100%. Guys, I wanna thank you 100% for the support. Sorry if I brought things down a little too much, but show me your rank 5 APOC gameplay with Strife, please. I don't want to see his damage. Wasi, yeah, we're going quite a bit later tonight. I was trying to just kind of do a little extra tonight, and then I don't know if you made it in for the last 20 minutes or so, but people were asking about some of my struggles, and I don't shy away from them. That's why I am who I am. It's why I try and be there for people who also have their struggles. Kyle, thank you, man. 100%. Glad to see you. But that's why, like I said, if anybody ever needs to talk, I'm here. Matt, thank you for stopping back in. Thank you for the supporting words. But guys, I need to get something to eat, really, honestly, and kind of regather myself. RAB, thank you so much. I appreciate that 100%. I hope you guys Uh, I am so sorry for not necessarily holding it together as well as I normally do, guys. I thank you all 100%. The last thing that I'm going to ask for all of you tonight is I would like to go over and raid Rizzo to show some more support to somebody else in the community. Yeah, Samurai, we'll talk soon. No, man, don't apologize whatsoever. I said it. I want everybody to understand that I've been through a lot, but it has given me the ability to be the person I am, and give to the community and to be a person that can 100%, be able to talk to just about anybody about the problems they go through, because I've been through them. So 9 watching, 9 likes. Thank you guys. I appreciate it overwhelmingly. If everybody could jump over to Rizzo's raid and give him, or over to Rizzo's channel, give him some support and love as well. Hashtag Wolfpack Raid. It would be amazing to support another person in the community. Like I said, I'm going to jump over there and show him a little bit of love, and then I'm going to grab some dinner. If anybody would like to talk outside of stream, feel free to hit me up tonight, and I will Battlegrounds is it is great for free to play. It really is. Guys, thank you guys for a great stream. I'm going to try and do some more longer ones going forward. I thank all of you. We're going to try and get the channel to a point where I can start streaming more often. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for joining me tonight, and thank you all for bearing with me while I put things out there. Don't apologize, DS, whatsoever, man. It helps for people to know what my story is, so they understand 100% that if they need somebody to talk to, I can be that person. And I'm not just saying it like some other people do. So, thank you, everybody, 100%. Thank you. And I will see everybody over in Rizzo's raid. Or over in Rizzo's stream. Sorry, guys. Thank you, guys. And I will see you guys back for the crystal opening tomorrow. Some more videos this week. And another live stream on Sunday. Hopefully we can start doing this a lot more often very soon. Thank you, everybody, for all the support. I truly appreciate every one of you. I will see you back soon. Good night and peace out.